Get ready for an unforgettable clash filled with intense action and fierce competition in today's showdown between Hope College, Flying Dutchman, and the Southwestern University Pirates, all the way from Georgetown, Texas. Good luck to the athletes. Let's see some action out there.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came.
Think I can fly. Think I can fly when I'm with you. My arms are wide, catching fire as the wind blows. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes, even if we're strangers till we die.
Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA and your host, Calvin University, are committed to good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. No derogatory speech, intimidating actions, nor possession or consumption of alcohol will be tolerated at athletic events. We greatly appreciate your help in making this event a positive experience for all participants and attendees. Be loud, be proud, and especially be positive.
Don't you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, she'll be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Tick, tick, boom.
Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I done want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this, so it's no way around it. You the loudest one.
Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Are you ready? You know what time it is, right? They don't want us to make it, so it's time to take it. Hey. Rhyme with them killers, the time to see who be realer. Unload it, empty the on them, make sure these people feel it. I'm shooting like red.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that if you are able to please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps as you face the flag with your right hand over your heart to honor America and those who protect our freedom with the presentation of our national anthem. Hope fans, get on your feet, make some noise for the starting lineup for your Hope College Flying Dutchman. Hope's overall record is 3-4. The head coach for the Flying Dutchman in his 12th season is Michael Chanels. Here's Coach Chanels' starting lineup. Starting at attack, a sophomore from Hudsonville, number 12, Gibson Heatice. A senior from Rockford, number 13, Nick McCreary. A junior from East Lansing, number 31, Jackson Early. Starting in midfield, a senior from Muskegon, number 3, Caden Brainerd. A senior from Northville, number 7, Luke Wierengo. A senior from Traverse City, number 45, Owen Mueller. Starting in defense, a junior from Northville, number 14, Will Jewell. A junior from Ada, number 22, John Foster. A junior from Spring Lake, number 30, Brendan O'Donnell. And in goal, a junior from Livonia, number 29, Jack Baumfirth. Coach Chanels is assisted by Chris Schelt, Nick Chanels, and Pablo Pichera. Now, from Southwestern University, representing the Southern Athletic Association, the Pirates' overall record is 4-1. The head coach for the Pirates in his 13th season is Bill Bowman. Here's Coach Bowman's starting lineup. Starting at attack, a 6'3" senior from Round Rock, Texas, number 4, Cade McDonald. A 5'11" freshman from Allen, Texas, number 13, Keaton Cox. A 5'9" junior from Plano, Texas, number 14, Jackson Strouser. Starting in midfield, a 6' junior from Georgetown, Texas, number 11, Matthew Houts. A 5'11" senior from Colleyville, Texas, number 12, Declan O'Donnell. A 5'10" junior from San Antonio, Texas, number 55, Matthew Swandal. Starting in defense, a 5'8" sophomore from Cedar Park, Texas, number 0, Dyson Kwan. A 6'2" junior from Missouri City, Texas, number 16, Chris Stefik. A 6'2" senior from Kingwood, Texas, number 38, Caleb Soul. And in goal, a 5'11" freshman from Orinda, California, number 44, Dante Avicoli. Coach Bowman is assisted by Mike Markland, James Burleson Porras, and Tyler Downing. The NCAA officials assigned to the game are Scott Mitchell, Terry Williams, and Jim Hebden. Defending the cage for the Flying Dutchman, number 29, Jack Baumford. And standing tall like a wall for the Pirates is number 44, Dante Avicoli. And now it's time for the fastest game on 2 feet.
Hello everyone and welcome to Calvin Sports Network. My name is Logan Gasho and today I'll be bringing you this great matchup for the game 1 of the Calvin Midwest Classic between Southwestern's Pirates and Hope's Flying Dutchman. Should be a pretty riveting game. The Pirates coming off a win, 14-9 win against Calvin yesterday. Had some key players, especially that Cade McDonald. By half, he was already throwing up 4 of those goals for the Pirates. It just kept running away with the day. I think by the end of the day, he had between 6 or 7 goals. And he's definitely a formidable opponent. The Hope is going to have to watch out for if they want to pull a victory off today. An early possession here. The ball will wind down in Hope's territory. Look towards the crease. Winds up just a little long with both teams going after this. Quick flick over to Howes. Keep it going. Quick pass back to X. He looks up towards Swandal. And Hope quickly possesses this ball. That'll be Foster grabbing it. Attempted shot. It's a bad ricochet. Goes flying in the air. Both teams coming out here with high energy today. Enjoying that nice glow from the sun. It's currently only 33 degrees here at Calvin Stadium. But with that wind, it's feeling like 21. Have some really strong winds today. Blowing from the north at 13 miles an hour. Kind of flip-flop from where it was yesterday. It's definitely cooling things down here, but it's going to get up to 50 later in the day for our later games. Hope still looking for something. 50 seconds left on the shot clock. Quick pass over to Brace. He's going to look to rush defender Blair. Can't quite find an opening around him, so he passes off to Hind. Bowen trying to look in. Results in a ground ball. Some strong defensive work from Southwestern. Similar to what we saw with them against Calvin yesterday. You'll also still see their goalie, Dante Abicoli. There's a shot and a goal from Sam Bowen. And Hope puts their first on the day. Starting to see some fast pace here. Set an early precedent. Keep it running.
Hope goal goes to Sam Bowen. That's his 10th on the season. Brainerd and Pena face off.
Back of the face off. Southwest possession. And there's Hope with an answer of their own, forcing a turnover. Quick look over to Early. And that'll be another goal for Hope. This one from Caden Brainerd, the senior from Muskegon, Michigan. this early
That Hope
game
goal
plan
goes
out
to
of
Caden Brainerd. That's his second for the season.
going to force an early timeout here from Southwestern. They're going to need something to regroup here and stop the quick pace that Hope has set. Common Sports Network, we're going to be right back with you in just a minute.
Timeout Pirates.
I'm a match, she kerosene. You know she gonna burn down everything. She's an arsonist in her pastime, and I've been burned for the last time. Time, whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Time, whoa. I've been burned for the last time. It started out like any other morning. The sky was red, he took it as a warning. She kicked the hive, now the bees are swarming. Gonna be okay. Gonna be okay.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network. We're coming to this face-off between Belote from Hope.
Cadillo and Belote
To meet
at the
Cadillo from
at the face-off.
Southwestern. For those of you just joining, Hope putting a quick 2-up on the morning, forcing Southwestern into that timeout we just came out of. Definitely a little bit of pressure here on the Pirates right now. They'll answer it though. It'll be a quick possession from Cadillo. He tries to rush the crease, and that 4-on defense forces a turnover. Hope quickly moving this ball down the field, now passing to Mueller as he keeps it working forward. McCreary still with the ball, going to look quickly off to Lanham. Quick flick to Namara, and he'll be there to aggress defender Stewart. Stewart trying to keep him out, not allow him to see anyone easily. He's going to force a pass to Lanham again. And right back, a bit of an underhanded shot goes wide from McNarb. Try to find McDarham in the crease, unable to. And that'll be Avicoli changing possession. It'll be now Southwestern's turn to respond here. Quick look over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell will keep this moving towards Swandle. Quick flick off to House. Starts the advancement on Calvin or on Hope's goal. Quick attempt on goal comes off the stick of Swandle and is saved in goal. Southwestern able to regain the ball. Now with Howes, tries to work his way in past Hughes. He's going to be forced back into X, try a quick shot of his own going just wide. Cox will stay on this, keeping possession for Southwestern. And a quick look off to O'Donnell. Swandle once again trying to force his way in. Tries a quick pivot. The shot goes just wide. Now with Cox. That ground ball being saved by Swandle. Southwestern, typically a pretty strong passing team, but yesterday against their game with Calvin, we saw a lot of high-intensity defense forces them into some pretty tough passing positions. And there we see Matthew Howes put in the Pirates' first of the day. A desperately needed goal to start the Pirates' momentum.
Pirates goal Matthew Houts with the assist from Declan O'Donnell.
And we'll see if that was the energy that the Southwestern needs to keep this score running up.
Brainerd and Cadillo for the faceoff.
They do come into this game the favored team. But the Hope has been giving them a bit of a run for their money so far. Getting early possession here from Morgan. Morgan down to McDonald. McDonald, that key attacker we were talking about at the beginning of this game. Yesterday during Calvin, he really proved his worth for his team. They wait for Prim to get down, and now they're going to try towards Calvin, or towards Hope, excuse me. Like I said, they played Calvin yesterday, so hopefully I don't have a slip of the tongue often. But after announcing that game for about an hour and a half, get a little tripped up sometimes, so we're going to have to need an early morning reset. I guess it's almost noon, isn't it? Hope down with the ball, pass off to Mueller. Mueller keeps moving it through. Now in the center with Hind. Hind, quick look back to Bowen. Bowen will take this down, trying to work around Iska Bowden. Brace, quick underhanded shot of his own. This one going just right of the goal. Hope will stay with the ball. Trying to work around. Tipped screen there from early, a bit unsuccessful. Hope will stay with the ball. Attempted roll from X, and a shot and a goal comes off from Jackson Early, the junior from East Lansing, Michigan. That'll be 3-1 now.
That's a goal for Jackson Early.
Definitely coming out here and
his 8th on the season.
Aggressive game that the Pirates weren't necessarily expecting.
Brainerd and Cadillo for the faceoff.
Trailer getting after this ball, wins it for Southwestern. He's on a double team. That force from Brainerd forces a ground ball that he'll be able to scoop up. Brainerd looking over to Wieringo, and that'll be another shot and a goal for the Flying Dutchman. This one from Luke Wieringo, the senior from Northville, Michigan. And Hope quickly moves away from Southwestern.
That's a goal for Luke Wieringo. That's his 3rd for the season.
5 goals.
The assist from Caden Brainerd.
Hope absolutely.
Luke Belote
rapid
and
pace to this
Cadillo
game.
for the faceoff.
That ball's still free. Hope getting after it once again, winning possession with Mueller. Mueller, strong early possessor off the faceoff. Shot gets a bad ricochet. It goes flying out. Turns it over to the hands of Southwestern with Caleb Sowell. He looks off to Stewart. A quick pop over to Cox. Swandle coming in, passes it over to Howes. Southwestern keeping things slow today. Howes centers this with O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to work his way in and attempts a shot. This one going just wide. This will be a ground ball. Strauser trying to get after it. We'll see a flag thrown. Southwestern keeps possession though and sends it over to Swandle. There's Howes trying to round, being forced out. Defender Mueller keeping strong on him. Now only 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to try a shot coming from Swandal. And Hope trying to get on that ball, runs out of bounds. And that last penalty is going to be a slash on John Foster.
Penalty on the Flying Dutchman, Foster. 1 minute slash Foster for the Flying Dutchman.
One down, Southwestern's going to have a little bit of a better opportunity here in these next 60 seconds on the shot clock. Certainly going to try something now with Howes. Whip shot from Keaton Cox goes just a little long. Southwestern getting a lot of good looks here on the Flying Dutchman's goal, but so far not able to land anything beyond that first initial goal around minute 10. With Swandal. Both teams, Southwestern keeping a close eye there on the crease. Thinks they find McDonald, and there's a goal from Cade McDonald. That incredible attacker I was talking about earlier in the game has put in his first goal on the day.
Pirates goal, Cade McDonald. That's his first today, but 26th on the season.
And we'll see if he's able to. Like I said, he put up around 7 goals yesterday
Brainerd
against
and
Calvin.
Cadillo.
So he's definitely set a high precedent that he has to follow today if he wants to see similar stats. That ball's still free. That'll be a Southwestern possession from Morgan. Morgan, quick over to McDonald again. And there's another goal for McDonald. A quick response here from the Pirates.
That's a quick second goal for the Pirates for Cade McDonald, his 27th on the year. Timeout, Hope.
Walking down the street, looking for the hat shop to buy a hat.
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys for the sound. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say we rep the South.
Flying Dutchman now feeling a little bit of pressure from the Pirates. Now, 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. On Calvin Sports Network, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you in just a minute.
Stay true, old school and new. Many will call, but the chosen the few. We rise to the top. What you want, just in case you forgot. Rush the stage, grab my mic, show me what you got. You didn't know that we was new on the scene. It's alright, it's alright. I know you know, I see you smiling at me. It's alright, it's alright. Give me that fire.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network, coming out of this timeout.
Heat, Heiss, and
Once
Cadillo
again,
for the face-off.
Once again, see Bellotti and Cadillo on the face-off. 5 minutes left to go. Pirates with a quick comeback there in the last 2 minutes or so as McDonald put in 2. Feeling a bit of pressure. They're going to push that ball all the way back to the goalie. We'll send a short clear up to Stefek. Sal trying to move that down into Hope's territory, getting pressure. Made a forced turnover, comes off Mueller. Mueller, especially present and powerful defensive player for Hope so far. High percentage of possession and high forced turnover percentage so far on the day as well. Coley sends it forward. It'll be Zabi carrying this down the field. Pushed back in the X by Jerose Southwestern will swing this up to midfielder Howes. Prim waiting to see if he can find a good opportunity up near the crease. Not able to find it, sends this forwards to Cox again. I'll send it right back. Howes again. Tries to roll from X and put a shot in. Hits the side of the goal, sends it backwards and forces this ball over to Hope. Here's a clear coming from goalie Bountforth. And they'll send it forward to Jewell. Jewell almost an open midfield line there. Quickly pinched off by Prim. And that ball will be forced back into X, now with Heat Ice. Over to Early. Early going to short send that off to Koplow. Only 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And the attempted shot coming off here is blocked in goal by Avicoli. Hope repossesses. Try a high shot over to Lanham. And that'll be a goal from Andrew Lanham, midfielder from Rockford, Michigan. Flying Dutchman finding their own response out of the Pirates.
Flying Dutchman goal. Andrew Lanham with the assist from Freddie Koplow. Brainerd and Cadillo for the face-off.
Hope will get on this ball first, finding it with Brainerd. Quick pass over to Wieringo. Hope starting this point with quick pace, trying to force some messy defensive positioning out of Southwestern. Early, hanging on to this ball, waiting for something to set up. Gets a little support from the left from Brace, chooses to pass off to his right to Bowen. And he'll get it right back. Southwestern keeping Hope clear of that crease, not letting them have any easy short passes right now. Pirates have seemed to try to beef up their defenses, but it won't work as Blaine Hind puts in another for the Flying Dutchman. They now sit 3 points above the Pirates, 6-3. Now have 9 goals in the first quarter and still a minute 30 left to go. A long time.
That's a goal for Blaine Hind. That's his first goal for the season. Brainerd and Cadillo for the faceoff.
This will be Southwestern's ball, penalty. And a pass down to McDonald starts this run. Southwestern definitely needing to put up some heavy points right now. The Flying Dutchmen are getting an early lead on them that they can't afford. Swandle trying to work his way around Hughes. He'll send Cox up into the crease, trying to find an opening. Instead, forces a pass into the middle with Howes. And Howes' shot going long. Southwestern will hold on to this. Swandle. Pass down to McDonald. Doesn't hit its mark, and this will be a quick turn of events over to the Flying Dutchman. shot coming off of Foster. Gets a bad bounce on the ground and goes flying over goalie Avikuli's head. And a quick shot coming off of McCreary finds its way in goal. And that'll be the Flying Dutchman's 7th on the day. 26 seconds still left to go here. Now, I was just saying a minute ago when we were at 1:30, that's plenty of time for either team to work with. Trying to massage that goal that we just saw the Flying Dutchman put in.
Dutchman goal, Nick McCreary. 15th on the season. The assist from Gibson Heat Heights. Belote and Cadillo for the faceoff.
In 26 seconds, still time to work with for either team. Pirates definitely needing a bit of a comeback now as Hope sits 4 points ahead of them. They're thinking about getting this ball, and they do. As Drew Fehrenbacher is the one to find it. Nine seconds left. Southwestern going to need to look for a quick goal here. Now with O'Donnell. O'Donnell 2 seconds. And he lets a long shot off that doesn't find its mark. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter.
Flying
Pirates
Dutchman
3.
doing quite
Flying
a
Dutchman
big moment
7.
here. Getting up 7-3 over the Pirates. Still lots of game left to go. So stick around on Calvin Sports Network and we'll be right back with you in just a minute.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. God not, get the moves, not the lesser. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Patcher. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. The laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Telly on silent, put the product in the pillar loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them off. My barber got me looking proper every single time. Fresh fed, getting painted on that top grade. No, you ain't walking out alive, smoking on the young.
Know when the whistle go. Know when the whistle go.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network. We see an early lead here from the Flying Dutchman, 7-3 over the Pirates. Pirates needing a quick response here. Can't allow Hope to get too big of a lead over them, or else both the mental game and the physical
Brainerd
game
and Cadillo for the faceoff.
away from them. It'll be Brainerd and Cadillos on the faceoff. Brainerd with possession. Quick pass off to Mueller. Mueller sends this down to McCreary. McCreary will pass off to his left as this ball keeps shuffling towards X with Heat Ice. Hope still trying to tease an opening out of Southwestern right now. Looking for that open up to Zeideman. Southwestern definitely coming out here with a little bit of recuperation after that 2 minutes between quarters. Having a bit more energy to set up defense. Quick shot there from McCreary is blocked in goal by Avicoli. That ball's still free, and Hope will get on this. Series of bad passes here from Southwestern. Let that ball fly free. But don't worry, Escobedo's is on that ball, winning possession back for the Pirates. But not for long as Hope knocks that ball free. Looks like we'll have a penalty thrown. Looks like a stick broke down there. I think that may have been Foster's stick. That's never cheap. Gotta hope it's just a quick piece separation. Maybe an easy fix, but if not, that could run a couple $100s to replace that, depending on what brand and make and model he had.
Technical foul on Sam Bowen. 30-second technical. Illegal procedure. 30-second technical. Sam Bowen for the Flying Dutchman.
After a quick reset here, Southwestern catching a good break. As the ball is back with them. House, quick pass off to O'Donnell. And this ball will keep working its way around. McDonald trying to find something, has to pass up to Swandle. Swandle thinking he found his way in, winds up with a bit of a rough shot, going just a little wide of where he would have liked. The Pirates will hold on to this ball though. Quick back to Swandle. Pirates working this around. Trying to keep a fast pace to outmaneuver the Flying Dutchman. But Hope definitely staying tight on this ball, not letting it go free. Still O'Donnell with the ball. Tries a shot as he goes down. Goes long. And that'll be a shot and a goal for House.
Pirates gold. Matthew Houts, that's his second for the day. Cadillo and Brainerd for the faceoff. Timeout, Flying Dutchman.
And looks like we're going to take a quick timeout here as the Flying Dutchman will take this timeout off the goal from the Pirates. On Calvin Sports Network, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with you in just a minute.
Long time ago, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Brainerd and Cadillo for the faceoff.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network as we come into this faceoff. Pirates putting in a goal right there that sets them up to 4. They're trying to make a comeback here on the Flying Dutchman. They'll get an early possession from from Trailer. And pass forward winds up changing this up to Hope. Hope now making a run on the ball. Quick shot coming off Bellotti. That'll go long. Hope still with the ball. Pass up to Early. Rounds it to McCreary. McCreary up to Brace. Brace working his way around defender Simmons. Still kept out. His trailer comes to support. Another whip shot coming off of Boughton, which would have been long, but Avicoli steps in and saves that, getting possession for Southwestern. It'll now be their chance to run at goal once again. And hopefully for them, close this score up just a little bit. Donaldson, quick pass off to Prim. Prim will hold this in X for a minute, allowing Howes to come off the sidelines. Now start first to McDonald, now finding Howes. Howes looking to work around Monday, tries a shot and a goal for Matthew Howes, the junior midfielder from Georgetown, Texas. Just like that, the Pirates making a quick comeback.
That's a Pirate hat trick for Matthew Howes. Brainerd and Cadillo for the faceoff.
And back, Brainerd and Cadillo for the faceoff. Familiar pair. Howes yesterday having a goal of his own against Calvin and keeping that streak running as he just put one up on Hope. Off penalty, this ball will be Hope's. Quick shuffle forward to Mueller. Early pass off to Lanham. Lanham runs this through to Koplow. McCreary sending it back to Koplow. Rieger trying to work his way in, looks to that crease, and the pass going just long, forcing this ball back into Southwestern sticks. 10 minutes left here to go to close the first half. Flying Dutchman still standing up 2 over the Pirates, 7-5. And a hard hit there coming on O'Donnell. He'll stay on his feet and keep running through these defenders down in Hope territory. Got to look out, though, because here from the back comes Monday. We'll keep with it, passing now to Swandle. Swandle center this. And look to work around Hughes. Hughes will push him back into X. He's thinking about trying to roll towards the crease. But once again, Hughes keeping him far out. Not letting any easy looks on. But he'll find a quick opportunity on a shot from Swandle. But it'll be saved in goal once again. Goalie out of goal. Baumforth, though, managed to get a clear off, despite that pressure from Southwestern. Hope now down deep into Pirates territory. Keep this passing game working. Brace with the ball. Brace still trying to fight his way past Simmons. On the 2-on defensive side, he's going to have to force a pass over to Hyde. Now back to Brace. Still trying to work their way in. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Pirates defense not letting an easy shot happen on this advancement. There's Hidice trying to work his way in, almost getting a look on goal, but a quick save at the last second from Dante Avicoli. He's only a freshman from Orinda, Canada. Or excuse me, Orinda, California. But he's still putting up quite a fight. Got a pretty decent save percentage on the season. Been a little bit rougher today against the Flying Dutchman, but everyone has their off days, and he's been able to hold them off long enough so that his own team can make a bit of a comeback here. Still need 2 points, though, a long way to go, especially with Hope having this possession currently. Quick look back down to Manara. And McNamara will pass this off once again. Now back deep in the X. Hope still working this ball. Southwestern having to prove if they can keep this defensive game up that they've set in the second quarter. And they almost compromised it there, as midfielder Jackson Early managed to sneak his way through. Let a shot fly, but at the last second, this was saved by Avicoli in goal. Now a big changeup of hands on the field. As the ball's back to Hope off a penalty.
Pirates penalty. Pirates penalty is 30-second technical on Nate Blair. Offsides. 30-second technical. Correction, penalties on Matthew Houts.
It'll be Brace that'll take this in for Hope. Now with that shot clock reset, having a little more time to breathe and move with the ball. Not take any desperate shots. Quick look over to Lanham. He'll keep this rolling on through. Now with Hidice. Hidice thinking about trying to look towards that crease, but being kept out from both defenders. Fehrenbacher and from defender Escobados. Keeping a tight eye there on the crease, not letting anyone get easily open. Quick underhand shot coming off from midfielder Brace. Once again, swing going long. McCreary trying a shot of his own. Again, Hope not getting allowed any easy looks on goal. So this ball's still free. And Hope attacker, Hidice thinking he's found an opening, but pushed off with a massive blow there. Nonetheless, though, there will be Andrew Lanham putting in a goal, the senior from Rockford, Michigan. I believe that's his second on the day. Really was a valiant effort on Southwestern's side, though. Kept up a high defensive presence. But Hope off both the penalty, resetting the shot clock, and just some relentless and
Hope goal, Andrew Lanham. That's his second today.
Offensive work. Finally found that opening they were looking for.
Assisted by Sam Bowen.
Starting to sneak away from the Pirates once again, setting the score 8-5. Hope once again regaining possession. A quick pass from Bellotti there, letting the ball fly free, and it'll be Stewart to find it. Penalty called, though, on the Pirates. We'll reset this ball once again with Hope. Hidice looking off to Koplow. Now McNamara. He's going to have to look back to McCreary. And a shot flying off the stick of Koplow will be saved in goal once again by Avicoli. Ball's knocked free. Fabian scrambling to get it. Almost loses it, but looks like we'll have Penalty called here. Looks like it'll be a slash called on.
Penalty on Ryan Gillen.
Hope's.
That's a 1 minute slash. Ryan Gillen, 1 minute slash for Hope.
Ryan Gillen. Pirates now having a chance to try to answer that last Flying Dutchman goal. Hope keeping some high pressure, a bit of a rough pass, flies free of Howes. And that ball will find its way over to Curran. And the forced turnover. Penalty flag is thrown once again. Both teams keeping up some scrappy work right now. Looks like this one will be called a push. Sending this back into Hope Sticks. 4:51 left to go in
Southwestern
quarter two.
penalty, Declan O'Donnell. 30-second technical, push with possession. 30-second
teams
technical,
now
push with possession.
one
Declan
man
O'Donnell
down.
for the Pirates.
And the Flying Dutchman looking to put something up on the day. Seeing if they can break double digits before we get sent into the half. So long as they can keep the Pirates at bay, this would give them a nice boost of confidence going into the third. Here's Early with his attempt, trying a bit of an underhand shot. Once again, saved in goal by Avicoli. Avicoli's defensive game and goal today has just been on point, as has honestly all weekend if you count Friday as part of the weekend. And the Pirates have to hope he keeps up this kind of gameplay. The rest of the game progresses if they want a chance to come back here on the Hope Flying Dutchman.
Pirates penalty is released. Dutchman penalty is released.
Southwestern still taking their time here. Waiting for everyone to get up in position until they can let this ball fly free. Swandell trying to make an advancement. Being kept off from strong defender Monday. Keep shuffling this over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to find an open look. Works his way down and through. Quick look through to Howes. Shot flies just over goal. It'll stay with Pirates. Now with Cox. Cox, quick look over to McDonald. Who's forced far out. Bailey almost pushing him out of bounds, forces a desperate pass in. That ball's free. Quick possession coming off Strouser, and that'll be a goal for the Pirates. What a moment there. McDonald turning what was almost an awful
Pirates
turn of
goal,
events for
Jackson
Southwestern
Strouser.
into a goal from
Jackson's
Strouser.
21st goal on the season. Brainerd and Cadillo for the faceoff.
Not every day you see something like that, folks. Pirates with a little bit more wind in their sails right now. Coming off that great point. Looking to get a possession here. That ball's still free. A flick up from Trailer keeps that ball live until it finds the stick of Brainerd. An unfortunate start for the Pirates, feeling that second wind. But nonetheless, they keep their defenses high. Trying to force off McCreary right now. McCreary's still trying to work through. He's going to do a quick look off to the middle with Bowen. 2:46 left to go in the first half. Hope trying to get more of a comfortable lead, and a shot coming off heat ice is stopped in goal. Stopped dead in its tracks by Avicoli. Southwestern quick pace down. Passes to McDonald. McDonald finding a one-on. He gets right in there with goal and puts in a goal. Cade McDonald's third on the day. This is the hat trick he was looking for. Just like that, the Pirates now back on the heels of the Flying Dutchman 7-8. And 2:20 left to go in the second quarter. They could tie this game up before getting sent into the half.
That's Cade McDonald's hat trick for the day. 28th goal on the season.
Wow, his 28th goal on the season, and the season is still fresh. What a phenomenal player. He's looking to keep that score running up too, and I'm sure he's looking for the 30th in this game if it's possible. And that ball easily possessed there, off the face-off from Bellotti, as his opponent falls. Now with Mueller. Mueller, quick look off to McCreary. Flying Dutchman now needing to put in some goals of their own in a situation that they haven't felt for quite some time, this pressure. They kind of were wanting to go into this half feeling a little bit more confident and, with a bigger buffer size, I guess, between their score and the Pirates. The Pirates have quickly changed pace here and put up two of their own in just the last minute or two. So Hope looking for any opening they can get. As I was saying before, though, the winds are filling the sails of the Pirates. And they're putting up some heavy defensive work right now, forcing that turnover. Now finding its way to Kwan. Hope staying on this ball, though, not letting anything go for free. Lets that ball knock free again. It's still up to anyone. And finally, Simmons getting a stick on it. 1 minute left to go. Pass off to Morgan.
Timeout, Pirates.
And that'll be a Pirates timeout with 49 seconds left to go. Major turn of events here, folks. As Southwestern is now only 1 point away from tying the Flying Dutchman. They're going to be looking for that point before the end of the half. They'd like to tie this game, get a nice full reset, if possible. But on Calvin Sports Network, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with you in just a minute as we finish up this half.
Coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow, just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam, I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network. 49 seconds left to go. Pirates looking to tie up the score before the half. They'll start here with possession. Hope definitely having to keep up a tight defensive shield right now. Even though there's still half a game to go, this is definitely a different kind of pressure than they were feeling before. Looks like the game was stopped. They want to reset the shot clock. Don't know what exactly. A little clock adjustment there. Guess it was lower than they had thought. Either way, it's set to 56 seconds. Doesn't really matter as there's still only 45 seconds left in the game, so I don't know why they really took time to do that, but either way, still Southwestern's ball, now with McDonald. Scorer looking to roll from X, being kept out by defender Foster. Tries to look to the middle, now with House. 20 seconds left, that ball's free. It's with Prim. Prim almost losing control there, able to regain it at the last second. Quick look off to O'Donnell, now 8 seconds left, feeling the pressure. You're gonna have to try to find a quick shot. Quick look back to House. And an attempted look in. goes just long, as that will take us to the half.
Or at the end of the half.
Man, what a quarter there. The Pirates getting a nice chance to come back up on the Flying Dutchman. Flying Dutchman almost sinking their anchor here into the Pirates' 7 Cs.
Folks, at 2:30, Albion.
But the Pirates definitely not letting that go easily. Come with that nice 3-point comeback. So the score is now 8-7. Pirates only trailing 1 behind.
For those of you who are
feeling a different kind of pressure, but we got 10 minutes here of half, folks, and then we'll be right back on Calvin Sports Network. So hang around. And we'll
Fine
be right
folks
back
in the
in just a
concession
few
stand are
minutes.
here all day to serve you.
I've wanted to be a teacher since I was in preschool. As a teacher, I know that I am called to not only make an impact on the students that I teach, but to help them come up with creative solutions to be change agents themselves that Calvin has instilled in me to be an agent of renewal in this world. And how can they help be a problem solver? How can they creatively come up with solutions to better not only the space that they are involved in, but the space that others are involved in as well?
I love the NABE Scholarship Program because I just love how personal these scholarships are for the alumni and for the students. Being a student who grew up in foster care and then getting a scholarship for students who were in foster care and being able to connect with that donor and see the love and the passion that they have for me and being able to resonate with me and what I've gone through. God opened doors that I didn't even know were there. I'm at Calvin and my legacy is starting here.
This is the Gainey Track and Field Complex. There are innovative features that set Calvin's facilities apart from other universities. First, the space joins a small number of dedicated track and field facilities in NCAA Division III. This means that we don't share with football, lacrosse, soccer, any other team. Our throwing facility is adjacent to the main track. Everything is right here in one location. It's all about track and field all the time.
The best part of grad school would be the connections that you make, not only with your cohort, but with the professors as well.
I felt very supported and I don't feel alone in the program.
I just really feel like each individual in the program gets a relationship with the professors in a different way that's meaningful to them and is more geared to them.
I'm a grad student at Calvin University. Yay! Okay.
The mission statement of our program is building champions for life. And I truly mean that when I say that. To me, there's 2 types of programs. There's transactional and there's transformational. And we are building a transformational football program here because we want our young men to leave prepared for the rest of their lives. And so when we talk about being champions, we talk about 4 different areas. In the classroom, in the community, on the field, and then champions of our faith. And all 4 pieces are so important to what we're doing.
My name is Nate Napper. I'm a 2008 graduate of Calvin University, and I'm currently a special agent with the FBI. I'm also an attorney, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Joseph Project. I'm of the opinion that there is no reason why every single human trafficking survivor in need of legal services shouldn't be given those services free of charge. And the idea was to connect them with pro bono legal help so that they could resolve that legal collateral damage and move forward into a brighter future. I've always resonated with the idea that we could be agents of renewal, right? That we could work and cooperate alongside the vision that God has for the world. If you're willing to submit to his path in obedience, dream the dreams that he would have you enact for the world, I think that you'll go places that you would never imagine going.
At Calvin, our faith in God and pursuit of excellence drives us. Our new soccer stadium reflects that commitment, offering a premier space for our student athletes to compete on and off the field. Whether you're an athlete, a summer camper, or a spectator, join our community of Knights at Calvin University.
This year has definitely changed my world. I'm making an impact here. It feels good to know every day that I'm growing in my abilities that I love, which is film, and I'm also growing as a believer in faith.
I'm really thankful that I was able to do work in my field during school, at school, and that has given me the confidence to move forward with doing my own independent work and getting to put my foot in that door before I even graduate. I don't think I would have found elsewhere.
Join the next generation of global business leaders at Calvin University School of Business, offering 8 undergraduate majors and 2 master's degrees, and exceptional faculty with real-world experience who will partner with you and guide you along the way, and opportunities to participate in internships, study abroad programs, and hands-on learning experiences. This is Calvin University School of Business. Your future begins here.
I love working downtown Grand Rapids, being able to go to class and then come here and do work where the theory that I learned in the classroom really did apply.
I think the Calvin interns, they have this well-balanced background, right? I also think that Calvin does a really nice job preparing them in communication.
I think the Calvin network is phenomenal, and that is a huge help of making me feel comfortable knowing that my education is preparing me super well for the rest of my life. So knowing that I can see people being successful in their lives who went through the same educational system as me is very encouraging.
Having the ability to do all of my classwork online gives me the opportunity to balance both my schoolwork and football at the same time.
Even though I'm online, I have been able to build community with my professors and classmates through forums where we get to connect and talk about the work that we're doing.
So it really gives you a lot of flexibility to make sure you're doing your work and, you know, having that time to engage online and learn as much as you can.
I am a grad student at Calvin University.
Where will the next revolutionary idea come from? That next breakthrough in scientific research? Or that next literary masterpiece? At Calvin University, you can dream bigger, think deeper, aim higher. Our world-class faculty push students to keep asking hard questions and never settle for the status quo. Become part of the solution to the world's big problems. Become part of a university that challenges students to go beyond themselves as Christ's agents of renewal in the world. Calvin University. Go beyond.
I was really interested in weaving together those 3 ideas of medicine and business and engineering into one kind of cohesive thing, because I've started a company to help make low-cost devices for low-resource settings, and so I've developed the Biliroo. The Biliroo helps treat neonatal jaundice for infants in low-resource settings, and it stemmed out of my experiences in Nepal of there being limited phototherapy access there, and so I've developed this device to help treat babies in the way that the parents can be the most involved while harnessing the use of the sun to help treat their jaundice. So the heart of why we created the device is because 1 in every 10 neonates worldwide suffers from moderate to severe jaundice. 6 million infants every year don't have access to the necessary phototherapy treatment to treat their jaundice. I think the mission of Calvin relates really well to my life purpose. I'm so grateful that I chose Calvin because of its integration of faith and academics together, something that the other schools I was looking at.
All right, folks, let's make some noise for the second half. Turn it up. Bring that energy. It's not that cold out. You can make some noise for these boys.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network.
Cadillo will be starting.
Ready to get started with this third quarter of the first game here in our Calvin Midwest Classic Tournament. See that familiar two faces on the face-off come up. And looks like we had a self-goal here for Southwestern. Quan not quite able to get a stick on that off the face-off. Slips right on past Avicoli to put the Flying Dutchman up to 9. What a just absolutely unfortunate turn of events here for the Pirates.
Goal.
Honestly, who would have seen that coming? In the first 10 seconds, too.
Pirates.
I guess that's the game of sports. You never know what's going to happen. Hope feeling good off that. Brainerd with the possession. Quick keeping this ball moving, passing around. And it'll quickly find its way down to Early. Early sending it back to Brace, and Brace will hold. Sending this off now to Bowen. Quick swap out as Wieringo goes back so Hine can come forward. Hope, pressure coming from defender Stefik. Forcing pass off, back into X. Hope still taking their time with this. Try a pass into crease there with McCreary. He tries swatting it down, but it goes just a little bit left of goal, and this will be a quick change-up of hands, now with Blair. Blair taking this down, the ball flies free. Wow, with heavy pressure coming on there from Bowen, that ball flew out of bounds, and they will call that a Hope's ball. Brace sending it forward. Now a quick crossover to Early. Early will reset this up to Bowen. And they'll keep working this around. Brace, long pass down, finding Early. Early trying a roll from X that's held off by Quan. Hind. Thinking about working his way in, instead passes back to X, trying a bit of a trick play that Hind will just kind of halt. Not getting a good look necessarily. Hope definitely keeping the pressure quick though. Now only 15 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to have to make something work fast here. Back to Hind again. Going to try a last-minute desperate shot in. That'll be stopped in its tracks by Avicoli. Southwestern keeping the train rolling with Escobedo. I guess not keeping the train rolling, keeping the ship sailing. A little bit more fitting. Both these teams having some naval relations, I guess, with the Flying Dutchman and the Pirates. Quick pass up, finds its way to Cox. Cox going to fade that back to McDonald. He'll try to work his way around defender Foster. Kept trying to look towards that crease, but it was held off. He's going to pass now. And that ball will be with O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to work his way in. Forced left. Look to the center with Swandle. And that ball sent back. Stay with the Pirates, though. 10 seconds left on the shot clock there. Now in a similar position that Hope just was. Feeling pressure. Swandle now with the ball. And a poor shot Going out of bounds, now only 3 seconds. Hout's trying to work his way through, falls. And off the shot clock, this will wind up with Hope. And a hard hit comes on comes on Hughes from defender Stefik. Forces that ball back to Southwestern. What's some aggressive defensive play there? They'll keep on this now with McDonald once again. Getting a second chance that rarely comes in lacrosse. Long shot and a prayer there from O'Donnell. Will be stopped in his tracks in goal. Now clear from Balmforth. Sends it lightly over to Jewell. And he'll be forced down again by McDonald. The defensive play here from the attackers on Southwestern, of all people. Just unmatched so far from what we've seen today. And McDonald trying to work his way through. Long shot going out of bounds, but he'll stay on that. But it will, in fact, be Will Jewell, the defender from Northville, Michigan, that gets ahead of it. Getting this back for the Flying Dutchman. This time they will successfully get it across midfield. Change of pace from what we've seen the last 2 possessions for Hope. Long over the head pass to Heat Ice. Forces another turnover. Hope coming into this quarter feeling a little rough. Being a little more loose with the ball than what we've seen in previous quarters. This is not that 7-point run in one quarter Hope team that we had witnessed quarter 1. Pirates needing to capitalize on this moment, this bit of weakness they're seeing in the Flying Dutchman, trying to put up some goals of their own. This would be a good opportunity for them to tie that score, but Hope's going to try to recoup here. And defensively, they're still holding on strong. And there will be a shot and a goal coming off from Southwestern's Keaton Cox. That's what I was talking about right there. This is the Pirates' time to capitalize on the Flying Dutchman seeming to falter a little bit in their gameplay, and put great chance here for Southwestern to put up some goals of their own, as we just saw. So this will be their chance to get up, try to tie this game up and reset it.
Raynard and Cadillo.
8:40 left to go in quarter 3. So Raynard and Cadillo once again meet midfield on the face-off. It'll be a Hope possession for Brainerd. Tries to send this forward. That ball's free. Still kept in. But some strong aggression there from, I believe that's Stefanic. Forces them out of bounds in the far right corner. Ball almost let loose here. Quickly repossessed by Escobedos. Look down to McDonald. McDonald's going to center this over with O'Donnell. O'Donnell. Now working his way over to Swandle. Swandle trying to round his way towards the crease. He's forced into a long pass over back to O'Donnell. Trying to work his way past Hind. He's going to have to look back to Swandle. Swandle will try a shot. This one knocked up. Finds its way into the stick of Hope's own O'Donnell. Little O'Donnell on O'Donnell matchup here. Hughes passes this forward, finding it up to Bellotti. And a quick underhand shot coming off the stick of Heat Ice. Southwestern now with the ball. Goalie out of goal. Lucky pass up there for Southwestern, as that could have been detrimental if Hope found the ball again. But it'll be Simmons now trying to work his way around Liam Bellotti, defending for Hope. Keeping fast on here, tries a quick shot coming off there from Cox. That goes a little long. Southwestern still staying on this. McDonald now, ball's free, and Hope scoops it up. Jewell with possession, trying to find his way down. A quick pass off to the left with Early. Early thinking he has a clear shot there. Quine quickly steps in to stop him. And again, a changeup of hands has now left the ball with Heat Ice. Rieger at center. He's going to hold off here for a minute. Slowing the pace for the Flying Dutchman. Now he rushes. Still being kept off there. Felt a quick double team, and now switching defender sends him with Morgan. Going to send that ball back into X. A quick pass from McCreary to Heat Ice once again. Now over to McNamara. Trying to work his way, mess around with the crease, and there's a shot and a goal coming off from Jackson Early. The Flying Dutchman finally putting one up in quarter 3 at the 5-minute mark. The Pirates were about to overtake them. They managed to crawl back ahead.
Flying Dutchman goal,
by
Jackson
2 points
Early.
Once again.
That's his second today. Brainerd and Cadillo
Early with his
on the
second on the day. Sends both Brainerd and Cadillo back to the center for the faceoff. It'll be Brainerd that wins possession this time. Trying to get an early look down at goal. Quick forced pass back, looking to the crease. Shot coming off of Early. Goes long. There's Avicoli. Long clear up to Stewart. Stewart trying to find Hope without the defensive formation. But they're able to quickly reset and prepare for the oncoming rush from the Pirates. Back to center field with O'Donnell. He's going to ease off for a second, let everything get a chance to fall into formation. Trying around towards goal with O'Donnell. Tries looking towards the crease for a cross with a pass that goes long. And this will change up to Hope. Godbold with the ball. He hasn't had possession, I don't believe, yet this game. And he's able to push this past midfield. Quickly up to McCreary, who will pass that ball. Continued off to Hind. Over to Early. Early back to Godbold. The ball forced out of Godbold's stick by Zabe as he wins possession back for Southwestern. 3:23 left to go in the third quarter. Quick changeup once again. It's a one-on-one situation, and there's a shot and a goal for Gibson Heat Ice. What a changeup of hands there. Seeing Heat Ice right down there in the crease, sitting alone, taking it on Avicoli one-on-one. I mean, when you're an attacker and you get that close to a goalie, not a whole lot at that point the goalie can do unless he wants to draw a penalty.
By Blaine Hind.
And that'll put the Flying Dutchman up 11-8 over the Pirates, quickly regaining the lead that they had previously lost earlier in the quarter.
And Cadillo.
There's Cadillo trying to get on the ball. Just loses it. But there's Escodobi coming to help. Quan gets mixed up in the race, and Bellotti knocks that ball free. Once again getting Hope. Heavy hit coming through. Whistles will be blowing. And this ball will stay with Hope. Man, it got scrappy down there in the crease. And moments like these just show the physicality that is men's lacrosse. And the aggression you need to have out there on the field to get ahead. Audience got a little riled up on that last hit too. Pretty decent show out today, or turnout today. Despite the cold weather, I think the sun got people out of their houses thinking they need to get out here, soak up their vitamin D for the week. Got I'd say we're about, a third capacity, and there's a shot and a goal for Hope once again. This one coming out of the stick of David Brace. Flying Dutchman now comfortably back in their 4-point lead over the Pirates. This is where they were sitting
there was
before the half.
His third for the season. Timeout, Pirates.
And this will force the Pirates to take a timeout. Their third, I believe, of the day. Calvin Sports Network, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you in just a minute to finish up this quarter.
My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. I felt it in my chest as she looked at me. I knew we were bound to be together, bound to be together. My head fell to my bed. You know I'm 5'10". The way I get, I swear when I serve. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network. Last 2:41 of quarter three here, winding down. Flying Dutchman quickly getting a nice 4-point lead over the Pirates, forcing them into this last timeout. This is as good a time as any to tell you folks at home, if you like lacrosse, we're going to have the rest of this tournament, the other two games, going on just after this game, being Albion and North Centrals. And then after that, we'll see Calvin and Illinois Westland go up against each other. So for anyone wanting something to do on their Saturday and maybe not big fans of March Madness or have two TVs to put one on each, there's always sports to watch, and you can tune in for those. I'll be sticking around doing announcing for those, so whether you like me or not, you're stuck with me. Here's Hope, currently sitting with the ball. Nick McCreary holding. McCreary sending it back over to Heath-Heiss. And he'll keep it running through to Bowen. Bowen's going to start towards goal. And there will be a shot and another goal. This one from Sam Bowen, the senior from Grand Rapids. And Hope is quickly running away with this game. They started this quarter, honestly, looking a little rough out there. Had some rough passing, a lot of forced turnovers coming as Southwestern put on the pressure, but they have quickly recuperated here in the second half of the third quarter and made this massive
on the face-off
5-point comeback, not letting the Pirates catch them like they were about to coming out of the half. Looks like we had a violation on the face-off, giving this ball once again to Hope. Not a great position for the Pirates to be in, especially with a 5-point deficit. But nonetheless, one they are facing. This quarter quickly coming to an end. Hope's going to take it nice and slow here with Brace. Brace with 50 seconds on the shot clock, 1:32 on the game clock. They'll find him once again. Long pass over to Hind. Hind's forced out by defender. Now with Bowen. Bowen once again finding Fabian, defending the goal, and there's another shot and a goal from McCreary. Hope just running away with the score right now. And Hope's bench is getting excited over there.
Dutchman goal, Nick McCreary. That's his second today with the assist from Sam Bowen.
McCreary puts his second up on the day.
For the faceoff.
The Flying Dutchman now deep into the seas of the Pirates and trying to sink their ships. Pirates still afloat, though, if we continue that analogy. 6 points, hard to make up in 16 minutes, but certainly not impossible. It's going to be hard, though, as Hope gets this possession here with Brainerd. With a minute left to go, they have plenty of time to work with. Now with early pass off, keeps the going with Mueller. And Hope will see what they can make do with this ball. McNamara keeps it going to Rieger. And Rieger making his first appearance, I believe, for this game as well. Now only 19 seconds left. He's going to really give this plenty of time for this clock to run out before he starts his advancement. He's trying to find an opening, lets that shot fly, and that'll be a goal for Andon Rieger. That junior midfielder from Elmhurst, Illinois, putting his first point up on the day.
There's a goal for Andon Rieger.
Showing that good things truly do come to those who wait.
Sniper.
Took his time, let his team get in position, and started rushing that left side until he found the opening and let that ball fly.
Below.
Here we see Belote now coming up to face Cadillo. 9 seconds left. Neither team really having much time to work with if they possess the ball. Nonetheless, it's going to be a Southwestern possession with Morgan currently holding the ball. He's going to try a quick underhanded shot.
Score at the
That's going to go wide.
Pirates 8, Flying Dutchman 15.
Flying Dutchman with a massive comeback here in quarter three. I mean, comeback maybe not the best terminology as they were already ahead, but definitely pulled ahead drastically from where we saw them coming out of the half. They now lead the way 15-8 over the Pirates. 15 minutes left to go in this game. A lot could still happen, but Hope definitely feeling down there like they've secured a victory already. Calvin Sports Network, though, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you in just a few minutes.
So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. The waitress then brought me some coffee. I thanked her and called her back again. I said that song sure does fit.
Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb. Well, that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty. She is the belle of Belfast City. She is a closing 1, 2, 3. Pray, won't you tell me who is she? Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb. Well, that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty. She is the belle of Belfast City. She is a closing 1, 2, 3. Pray, won't you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he horse go.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network. Hope with a pretty lead over the Pirates, 15-8.
Brainerd and Morgan.
We'll now see Brainerd coming out to meet Morgan. Change up from the face-off we saw at the first half. 15 minutes left to go. As I was saying just before this quarter, not a whole lot of time for a Pirates comeback, but still certainly possible. The Flying Dutchman has a nice 7-point lead currently. That ball's still free. Looks like Hope's Wieringo will be the one to find it. Looks like we can see Albion far off on our screen over there near the flag. They're all walking down. You can see them just slightly on the top of your screen, all coming down that path. They're going to be getting ready to warm up here in 15 minutes. They'll have 30 minutes between games. And then they will be taking on, they will be taking on North Central for the second game in this Calvin Midwest Classic. Calvin's first actual Midwest men's lacrosse tournament that we're hosting, especially with the development of our new stadium here. We got a lot more space to work with and a beautiful field to do it on. There we saw a nice save and goal as Will Walsh has seemed to step out here for a new goalie for Southwestern. Now with Bowen. Quick pass off Hope trying to work this around. Brace trying to work his way towards the crease is kept out. McCreary will find the ball. Sends it off to Hind. Hind now trying to work around Fabian. And a shot is saved in goal coming off Brace. Short little clear over to Stefik. He keeps it running on down to Swandel. Swandel beating defender Curia. Southwestern needing to move quick here. Taking things slowly right now, but definitely needing a high-paced, high-velocity game if they want to make up these 7 points. And this is a good way to do it. There's a goal from Declan O'Donnell, the senior midfielder from Colleyville, Texas. The Pirates reaching now towards double digits.
Pirates goal.
Having to put a hard stop on Hope and make up a high point deficit if they want to come back here.
Brainerd and Morgan.
Again, not out of the question, but it's definitely going to be a challenge if they want to still pull victory out of this game. Once again, see that Morgan Brainerd face-off. And it will be Southwestern's ball again. Escobedo getting that double team challenge, being forced to fall back. Now a big clear coming from Walsh. That goes out of bounds. Not a good change of hands for Southwestern right there if they want to stay on top of this. Hope's Godbold taking this ball in. Quick pass off to Lanham, and the game will begin. They'll try to work their way towards the goal, nice and slow. I think right now it's in their best interest to try to eat up as much of the clock as possible. Koplo look over to Namara. The one nice thing with Hope having this nice, strong lead over the Pirates, we've seen some faces we haven't seen probably in a while for Hope. A lot of freshmen coming in and other players who don't necessarily get as much time off the bench. This comfortable lead getting a chance to prove their worth. And there's Freddie Koplow putting his time in. And the Flying Dutchman now at 16. Tough moment for the Pirates.
Flying Dutchman goal, Freddie Koplow.
11:15 left to go in this game.
Early.
Pirates still keeping some energy up to their credit, but certainly no longer feeling the confidence and certainty of victory that they felt yesterday near the end over Calvin. The tides have turned on them. And a face-off violation gives this ball back to Hope with Ben Torrance taking it. Again, unfortunate positioning for the Pirates. Not one they want to see themselves in right now. Now with Brace. Brace pass off to Hind. Hind will work it through to Bowen. Bowen over to Hind. Hind, rough little short pass over to Brace, but Brace will quickly get this ball back before defender Fabian can get on it. He'll try to roll from the side, and an underhand shot finds its way in from David Brace. And Hope unstoppable.
That's 2 today for David Brace. His 4th on the season.
And the Pirate ship is sinking.
On the face-off.
.22 left to go. The Flying Dutchman now with very comfortable lead, 17-9. Hard push there on Trailer. That ball's still free. Escobedo is trying to get on it. Or, excuse me, Escobedo's. But it'll fall all the way back into the goalie's possession for Hope. He's far out of goal right now. Some heavy pressure. And he'll stay on that ball. Quick pass off from Baumforth sends him back. That could have been quite a moment there for Hope if they would have lost that possession. There would have been essentially no one to stop the Pirates from advancing towards goal and putting one in. Now the ball's with McNamara. Hope again taking things slow here. No longer feeling the pressure they did around half to make any big movements. So they're taking time to breathe, as we see Rieger doing right now before he makes his run. Tries to circle around Simmons, is held off. Quick changeup of hands winds up with Koplow once again. And a quick centered underhand shot comes ricocheting off Namara. And it'll be Southwestern's ball again. Look to the center with Blair. Blair trying a high pass with an interception from McNamara. And Hope once again with the ball. The Pirates, an unfortunate 4th quarter. Now with Rieger. Rieger still trying to find his way in. He's faced up against defender Tristan Simmons, the freshman midfielder from Frisco, Texas. And that ball will continue to change hands over with Hope. And a high shot finds its way in from Freddie Koplow. Sitting comfortably in that top right corner of the goal. working its way just around goalie Will Walsh.
There's a Flying Dutchman goal from Freddie Koplow.
And the Flying Dutchman essentially doubling the score of the Pirates now. Sitting 9-up, 9-18. 8 minutes still left to go here in the fourth quarter, but the game pretty much secured in favor of Hope. Now they just have to let this clock run down
on the face-off
until they pull off with a victory. Southwestern with possession. Morgan. The ball's knocked free. Once again, back with Hope. An attempted side pass coming off from Monday quickly works its way out of bounds and finds its way back to the Pirates. A fortunate error there for the Pirates, as otherwise that would have been a pretty easy look on goal for Hope. It's only a couple defenders they would have had to work through. But now the ball's back with the Pirates, no longer having to face that situation. A pass up to House. Swandle working down the center, being pushed to the outside by Monday. Doesn't want to go far, so he sends it back to O'Donnell. Now with Swandle back again. The Pirates wanting to keep it pretty close to that middle right now. Finally sends it out towards Howes. Howes back to McDonald. And a shot's ripped out from Howes as he finds a goal for the Pirates, finally ending this Flying Dutchman streak. The Pirates finally broke double digits just a little later than they would have liked. 8 points. Big lead that the Hope has that Southwestern's going to have to answer. Again, not impossible, but game's looking pretty much in the favor of Hope right now. Nonetheless, though, great momentum there from Southwestern that will push them into a timeout as they're able to see what they can do to close the score in the last 6:48 left on the game clock. Calvin Sports Network, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with you in just a minute.
Told me it wasn't true and pointing every finger with things that you didn't do. So that's why I kept missing the clues and never realized that the one that did it was you. The truth's not rigid, the rules aren't fair, the dark's too vivid, the light's not there. I start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind us.
Cadillo and Brainerd on the face-off.
And we're back on Calvin Sports Network as Cadillo and Brainerd step up for this face-off. 6:48 left to go. Pirates with a nice goal there, setting them up to 10, but Flying Dutchman still standing ahead at 18. That ball's free. Southwestern possession with Zach Fabian. Short pass off to Cox. And he'll center it with Houts. Howes finding McDonald. If anyone's going to make this Pirates comeback, it is McDonald. Hope, though, knows that. There was some coaches here scouting them yesterday against their game of Calvin. They've seen the strong player that McDonald is and put their best defender on him. That ball knocked free once again by Hope, forcing an error, but it's quickly repossessed by House. He's not letting anything easy go. But there's a bad pass, a change-up of hands now with Hope. O'Donnell not letting it stand, though, knocks that ball free. And it'll be right back with Southwestern and Howes again. Howes, like a magnet to that ball. With Cox. Southwestern keeping the pace relatively slow, a bit surprising for what we would have otherwise expected. This point, wanting to put in good goals rather than, I guess, get a major lead. Ball's knocked free, though, and goes out of bounds as defender Weston Godbold send that hurtling out of bounds for a change up to Hope's hands. 5 minutes left to go now. Freshly reset shot clock for Hope. Over to Heat Heist. Hope still keeping this ball rounding. Pass forward to Torrance. And Hope just keeping kind of momentum right now. Waiting for a good opportunity, not taking any bad passes. He tries to look up, finds Torrance, but Torrance doesn't get a good shot off. And there's a long shot. Coming from Samuel Hainsley. And attempted pass towards the crease. Winds up finding its way up to Aaron Escobedo's. Attempted pass forward. Once again, a change up in hands. An unfortunate moment there for Southwestern, but they're able to quickly reset this. But not for long. Another bad pass blocked by Hope. And it'll be defender Jewell on the ball. Southwestern sticks with it, though. Props to them for, despite the bad passes, still staying on this and repossessing ground balls. Quick movement from right to left on the field, sends this over to Howes again, and he'll center it with Swandal. On your screen, you can also see Albion now doing their pregame practice over on our long strip of land over there. I don't quite know what you'd call that. I guess maybe a practice field, even though that's not its intention. Often see people over there with dogs and such, playing with them. But nonetheless, Albion's over there right now, warming up for their game right after this. Of course, that'll be against North Central. So stick around for that. Should be a pretty exciting game as well. And this penalty will give this ball over to Hope. And 2:59 left on the clock. This game quickly winding down. Hope at this point just seeing what they can do with the score before the timer buzzes. A long cross of the field to Godbold. He's going to hold this. Pass to Torrance, sends it straight back. Looks to work around defender Cal Stewart. Stewart not letting any easy looks towards goal. So he's going to force a pass back to Zaidovan. And a quick work, and there's a shot and a goal coming for Hope once again. This one found from David Miedema.
Flying Dutchman goal, Samuel Hansley.
Excuse me, that was Samuel Hansley on that goal. And Flying Dutchman now chance at getting to 20. They're going to have to work fast in this last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And a possession here from Gabe Morgans might keep them from getting that, but they're going to certainly try to break into 20 if they're given the chance. Southwestern as well, still trying to see if they can put some more points up on the scoreboard before the end of this game. Rough pass to Howe, sends it free. It almost works its way over. Looks like they'll call offsides there. Not fully sure what that call was about, but they reset the ball and kept it with Howes. Don't know exactly what the clock stoppage was for, but nonetheless, still with the Pirates. Attempted round to X. Quick shot comes off from Joey Prim. And that junior attacker from Puyallup, Wisconsin, puts one in of his own on the day. And a lot can happen the little bit of the game that's left. And Southwestern is certainly going to try to put up some more goals of their own.
His third on the season. Belote and Cadillo, my apologies. Belote and Cadillo on the faceoff.
Here's Belote once again going to meet Cadillo. This is that familiar matchup where we saw earlier in the game. 1:40 left. Both teams seeing what they can do with the time. It'll be Cadillo with the ball. Quick pass forward, finds its way up to Fabian. Look over to McDonald. He tries to find right at near goal attacker Jackson Strouser, but unable to. A bit of poor pass there. Pirates keep on this though. Escobedo sends this ball over to Zaby. And Hope not allowing anything easy to come in. They're still keeping up a high defensive game despite their almost confident win today. I guess that's one thing. If you start sending in some of those second, third stringers there in your team to go out and play, they're going to still try their all or give their all and show that they deserve to be out there on the field. Here's Schwandel now trying to work his way towards the crease. 45 seconds left to go here. Pirates seeing if they can put up one more. McDonald, again, 28 goals on the season, seeing if he can get his 29th. He doesn't quite find it. The ball will be now with Belote from Hope. He'll send this far over the top to Van Ness. Van Ness, a new face in the game. And charged with working around Matthew Swandal. Definitely not an easy defender to fight. And as the clock runs down, Hope will hold this. Maybe a look towards crease there, but nonetheless, the Flying Dutchman will pull away with a victory today over the Pirates in Game 1 of our Calvin Midwest Classic. Final score, 19 Hope to Southwestern's 11. Now, for you, those of you viewing, you could be boring and log off the stream, or you could switch games on over to the Albion North Central game that will be happening in 30 minutes. So, if you want, stick around for that. Enjoy the rest of your day with lacrosse. But if not, thank you once again for tuning in, cheering on your teams here, and supporting Calvin Sports Network as we bring you this incredible tournament. But for all of us here, we're going to sign off for this game for now. And again, stick around for the next game coming up in just a few minutes. I'm Logan Gasho, and I hope you all have a great day.